The match comes from Selhurst Park this afternoon, where it's a London derby between Arsenal, starting to get their act together a little bit under Mikel Arteta, frustrated in the cup at Burnley last week when we featured them on last Saturday afternoon. They had chances in the game, but they're just starting to get their game together a little bit now under new manager Mikel Arteta after the struggles of their previous manager Unai Emery. They could have won it towards the end, of course. Torreira's hit it banging ping off the crossbar, but Arsenal plenty to look at in the future. As for Crystal Palace, blowing hot and cold in the league at the moment. On the day, they've got terrific entertainers like Will Sahar, and they can score goals as well, but inconsistency just brighten their season somewhat. It's a London derby. Roy Hodgson, the charismatic manager, former England manager, looking to rebuild his reputation. The match today comes from Selhurst Park, and it features two London clubs, Crystal Palace and Arsenal, live from Selhurst Park. Good afternoon. Johnny Wellesby here at Selhurst Park. Well, yesterday we saw a real change in the direction of the title race. As we see Liverpool in first place, were at Spurs yesterday in a game that we covered live on ITV, and they were beaten by a goal to nil. It was Lucas Moura's goal for Spurs, and then after that at Villa Park, Manchester City destroyed Aston Villa 4-0, and we'll have full results and a full roundup to come later on. But the title race is back on as regards that, but we'll have a bit more detail after today's game, which includes Arsenal were battling to get into those Europa League spots in sixth position against a side in Crystal Palace that are struggling at the wrong end of the table at the moment, but doing okay at the moment and can move above. They could move as far as 13th with a win this afternoon. They could move up a couple of at least a place or two with a win this afternoon if they could topple Arsenal. Going to be a tall order against Mikel Arteta's men, who have started in recent weeks to get their game together. Anyway, the teams are just about ready for the start in the tunnel. Let me hand over to your match commentator this afternoon. It's Johnny Tilsley. Well, thank you very much, Johnny, and welcome to Selhurst Park. Arsenal going well at the moment. 28 goals projected for Lacazette, 15 already this season, level with Harry Kane, who didn't score yesterday. And the winner was Liverpool, of course, which you saw yesterday on the match. Lucas Moura was the hero that day. Crystal Palace in around about 14th position, could move up a place with a win today. They picked Guaita goal, then it's Ward, Tompkins, Cahill and Patrick Van Aanholt. And then it's five in the midfield with Townsend, Kiate, Milivojevic, Arthur and Saku and Jordan Ayew at front. So Roy Hodgson decided that five in midfield is the best course of defence, with Milivojevic the holding midfielder. Mikel Arteta not doing too badly these days for Arsenal. Former Arsenal player, of course. A lot of eyebrows raised when he left to become number one here from Manchester City. It's Leno in goal, Bellerin, Chambers, Lloris, Socrates and Tierney at the back five. Torreira, Guendouzi the two holding midfielders. Then it's Deli Cabellos and Lacazette and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So Nicola Pepe will start on the bench alongside Granit Xhaka and Maitland-Niles. There's still a strong enough bench there for Mikel Arteta's side. Ready charge today, Graham Scott of Oxfordshire. And we're just about ready to start proceedings here. Final game of the Premier League weekend, live here on ITV. A weekend which has seen Manchester City stick 4 past a beleaguered Aston Villa, and also Chelsea hitting 4 past a very poor Burnley side yesterday. As Ayew comes forward for Crystal Palace at the start. And the encouragement, I should say, for Roy Hodgson's side. And of course, Liverpool is in their unbeaten record live here on this programme yesterday. Also in 6th place, could go above Chelsea with a win here today. Looking to get one of those UEFA Cup, Europa League berths. Oh, here's it's offside. That was a lovely bit of play, and Aubameyang, the new Arsenal captain, taking over from Granit Xhaka. Oh, tell you what, he's one right foot offside, and I think he might, on another day, I think he might have got the benefit of the doubt. Very unlucky there, Aubameyang, I've got to tell you. Cabellos. Torreira takes it up for Arsenal. They're all in yellow today. Palace in their maroon and blue stripes. Good shot from Torreira. Gaeta behind it. 10 minutes gone here. 0-0. Lacazette. Guendouzi. Oh, he can hit it. Oof. Now, was he taken from behind? He got off the shot. Might have come up Cahill actually, and it did take a huge deflection. Arsenal do get a corner. Bellows to take. And the volley back in from Torreira. Straight down Gaeta's throat. Torreira. That was a poor ball from him. Arsenal started the game really well. Ayew now. Surely the flag is up against Will Zaha. Line up. Couldn't take any risks. Knocks it out for a throw on the far side for Palace. Van Honda. Zaha is onside. That's a good cross in there. Ayew and Townsend lurking in the middle. Torreira now takes it up. Cabellos. Lacazette. Cabellos again. Losing out this time. Socrates now winning the possession now for the Gunners, who started really on the front foot. Lacazette is through. He's lost possession this time. David Luiz is headed at the time. Milivojevic heading it up. Kouyaté for Palace. MacArthur for Palace. Here's Tierney. Heading from during the summer from Celtic, when Umar Emery was in charge. Since Umar Emery's second, Arsenal have picked up a lot of form and have got themselves right up amongst it. Still an outside bet for a top 4 berth. MacArthur. Here's Jordan Ayew. Half an hour gone. Here's Patrick Van Harno. Good cross. Would have found Zaha but for the interception. Here's Hector Bellerin. One of the quickest full backs over 100 metres. They can't catch him. It's Bellerin. Still Bellerin. It's still Bellerin. Bellerin! Oh! Went for glory. Must have run about 80 yards with the ball. Carried it really well. Could have squared it, but he couldn't be sure if they were in an offside position or not. Gaeta had to make sure. It's a corner. Cabellos to take. And it goes towards Callum Chambers that time, headed away. Guendouzi to hit it with his left foot. Tries to chip the goalkeeper, who did well to stop it from creeping over the line with just less than 10 minutes of the first half remaining. Still goalless incidentally here on the match. Coming to you live from Selhurst Park. Torreira. Tierney. Cabellos. Here's Lacazette. Still Lacazette. Oh, good block. Lacazette again. Oh. Dear me, hits it into the ultras in the Oakdale Road stand for a goal kick. Right foot. Couldn't keep the shot down. Massive opportunity for the Gunners to take the lead, but they just haven't taken the opportunity that's been presented to them. Two of the ultras trying to get the home fans buzzing again, and it's Arsenal again on the attack as we go to the latter stages. Cabellos, good block again. MacArthur gets it away, but not very far. It's on the last minute of the first half here. Aubameyang holding it up well.
The fourth official has indicated
give it away.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Oh, good tackle. Milivojevic by the captain's role for Palace. in this first half, but it's been all Arsenal. Guaita has been the difference between the two sides. Palace haven't even offered a shot on goal. As referee Scott brings us to the end of the first half, it's goalless. But Arsenal come close a couple of times. Bellerin with one of the better efforts. Alexander Lacazette had a couple of attempts, but no goals for him at the moment. Half time here, it's goalless. Welcome back to Selhurst Park, where Arsenal have just kicked off the second half, have restarted it. Johnny Telsley in the commentary box. No goals yet. So one that really counted big time in the title race yesterday between Liverpool and Spurs. Spurs winning it by a goal to nil. Let's see if Arsenal can follow suit in the second half. Cabellos. Oh, it's a marvellous goal. It's a perfect start to the second half for Arsenal. And it's Danny Cabellos. And he celebrates right in front of the trembling Arsenal supporters who will love this. When Doozy played the ball in, and then with the right foot bang off the post, Guaita didn't have a chance. And Arsenal go in front with one of the goals of the season. Oh, he saved his best for the ITV cameras, hadn't he? What a goal. 6 minutes into the second half. It's only his second goal this season, but what a goal. You can't strike them any better than that. Just unstoppable. And it's put Selhurst Park into practical solace, apart from 2,500 Arsenal supporters below me in the stand where I'm commentating from. Bellerin. Ran into traffic, but Torreira takes it up. And Bellerin, offside, goal won't count. Yeah, a couple of yards in it, maybe more. Good decision by the linesman. Arsenal have it again with Aubameyang. Torreira. It's pointing in the direction of a couple of cut replays. Tuesday and Wednesday. 5 to 8 starts, both of them on ITV. Johnny Wellesby will tell you more about them at the end of the programme. Ward for Palace. Ayew for Palace. Milivojevic! And that was a great chance for the Palace captain. Would have taken a very, very good finish to have beaten Bernd Leno from there. Roy Hodgson there. 72 years old. Former England manager, of course. Also one of the more English football bowling disasters on the field when they lost to Iceland a few years ago in the European Championships. Cahill. Mela. Breaks corner there for Socrates. Zaha. And the ball in. Oof. And I would have had to have done better to score. Coming up after this programme, the late great Jim Bowen and classic Bullseye. You can watch that only on ITV, of course. They're part of the Retro Sunday. Zaha. Good cross towards the penalty area. Socrates getting it away. Ward. Ayew. They're forcing 1 or 2 openings here, Crystal Palace. This is causing 1 or 2 Arsenal fans to worry a little bit. Torreira. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. It's Aubameyang. That's the finish. And that's surely game, set a match to Arsenal with 13 minutes to go. And there's the trademark celebration. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2. Palace understandably having to pour men forward to try and catch them on the breakaway. But there's the captain with the captain's goal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Right foot, toe poke, Guaita no chance. And Arsenal go 2 up at Selhurst. Eighth goal of the season only. Goes way behind his strike partner Lacazette in that, so in the scoring charts, but he's gained one on in there today. Granit Xhaka being roundly booed, but on the field, former captain of Arsenal. So Aubameyang making it 2 then. And Palace looking beaten side. They will stay below in 14th place. Arsenal may well now move into the top 5 with this performance. It should be a boost to Arteta. They've got a cut replay. One of the 2 games that we'll be covering incidentally will be at the Emirates. That cut replay with Burnley. Now he tries the shot. We'll gab it in. Bellerin to Xhaka. Back to Bellerin. Ray in the centre. If Bellerin can get his head up. It's Aubameyang. Oh, should have been 3. We're going to see Nicola Pepe come on now for Arsenal. He's going to replace Danny Cabellos.
Number 15, Jeffrey Sloop.
We're also going to see Jeff Schlupp come on as well for Palace. That's Nicola Pepe. Three minutes of the match to go. After 90 minutes, that is. There's any stoppage time as Arsenal is right around this compact but brilliant Selhurst Park ground. And here is Pepe. This could be the game. And that is the number 3. Nicola Pepe, the substitute, has made it absolute. Crystal Palace 2, Arsenal 3. Nicola Pepe. Their cock-a-hoop. They may well be going into the top 5. Created by Lacazette. Finished superbly by Pepe. And that's game, set and match for Arsenal. We warm up for their cut replay in midweek against Burnley. And warm up for it very, very well. Routine victory over Crystal Palace today. In front of our cameras. Only his 3rd goal of the season, but it's a good one. And he'll have the final say on things, Nicola Pepe. He's not coming back from this now. Been a great display from the Gunners from start to finish. And they've scored 3 magnificent second half goals. A shot goes forward, the sub. Placing Van Harno, as there goes the final whistle for Graham Scott, our referee this afternoon. Boos ring around Selhurst Park. The Palace fans aren't happy. They're still a fair distance away from the relegation zone, but for Arsenal they move into the top 5. Palace stay where they are in 14th. And Arsenal have won it again. Lacazette, Pepe amongst the scorers. It's finished here. And a jubilant Selhurst Park for Arsenal fans anyway. Palace 0, Arsenal 3. Well, welcome back to Selhurst Park, where Roy Hodgson's side were booed off at the end of the day, and really disappointment for them. Right, let's round up all the weekend's action, of course, because there was games played Saturday and Sunday, of course. Let's run through all the scores then as we've got them. These were yesterday's results. Chelsea 4, Burnley 0. I have to tell you, Tammy Abraham scored all 4 Chelsea goals, and Burnley stay in 16th place. And they've got to go back to London on Wednesday for an FA Cup tie with Arsenal, in a match you can see on ITV. Bournemouth 0, Watford 3. is a full-time result as well. Great performance from Watford. They're moving away down Nigel Pearson's charges. Manchester City, this is the significant result now. Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 4, and a hat-trick for Raheem Sterling. Sheffield United 1, West Ham 2. Good result there for West Ham with David Moyes. Doing really well. Manchester United 3, Norwich 0. Manchester United now down to 5th. They were 4th. With Arsenal's win now, Arsenal up to 4th. Leicester 1, Southampton 0. Leicester still in the top 10 but getting points. Everton up to 7th. They keep a good stranglehold on 7th place with a 4-0 win over poor old Brighton and Hove Albion. And in our match yesterday, Tottenham 1, Liverpool 0. That goal from Lucas Moura after 11 minutes proving the difference. And obviously today's results early today, it was Wolves 2, Newcastle 2. So Wolves stay in 8th place and Palace 0, Arsenal 3. So let's see what that does to the league table. With Arsenal's victory, as you can see there, takes them into the Champions League places. Leagues them above Chelsea and Manchester United, who both won yesterday. So that's going to be an interesting scrap as well. We'll have to keep across that one as well during the season. Spurs, as I say, in 3rd. Arsenal could still conceivably catch Liverpool at the top, but Liverpool losing has given Manchester City that gap. Everton doing okay in 7th. They're closing in possibly on a top 6 berth if they can get a good run together, Ancelotti's men. And Wolves have now got to the 40-point mark and are surely safe. Let's go down the table. Leicester on 35 points. And then another 6 points back to Watford, who are having a good run under Pearson at the moment, 29 points. Newcastle then a further 8 points back. It is a little bit lopsided, this league, I have to tell you. Villa on 22 points in 12th. Then come Bournemouth on 18, Palace on 18, Norwich on 17 points, and Burnley as well. Sheffield United just outside there on 15, but the gap is closing. There are 4 points now above West Ham, who won. That was that relegation match we were talking about. Southampton 19th, and Brighton, well, they're looking only 1 win all season and looking honestly close to the drop. The match is back on Wednesday night, Tuesday and Wednesday night. We've got 2 FA Cup double headers for you. 2 matches. We've got there's 6 FA Cup replays, and we'll have 2 of them live on ITV over 2 nights. On Tuesday night at 7:55, 8 o'clock kickoff. We've got Arsenal at home to Burnley, so we'll be featuring Arsenal and Burnley again. And then the next day we'll be trudging over across North London for Spurs against Wolves again, only with us live on ITV, and we'll keep you up to date with all the scores from Preston against Swansea, Coventry against Sunderland, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, and Portsmouth versus Luton Town. But as far as the Premier League is concerned, Arsenal in 4th place, a terrific result, 3-0 winners over Crystal Palace, a dominant display from the Gunners from start to finish. Burnley beware on Tuesday. Bye bye from us at Selhurst Park.